Hello, awesome possums, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be working on another social studies lesson from our Hoot Mifflin social studies book. This is Grade 2, People and Places, Unit 1, Lesson 3, Cities and Suburbs. Our standards for today will be from the geography strand. Number 6, the work that people do is impacted by the distinctive human and physical characteristics in the place where they live. Our main vocabulary words for Unit 1, the first word is rule. A rule tells you what you should and should not do. Some rules are written, like this rule here. No diving at the shallow end, no food or drinks in pool area, and no glass in pool area. Today we're going to be talking about what an urban area is. An urban area is a place where many people live together and work close together. We will discuss a suburb. Some people live in suburbs. A suburb is a community near a city. We will also be discussing what a rural area is. A rural area has more open space and fewer people than a suburb or an urban area. Cities and suburbs. Build on what you know. Maybe you live in a community that has houses with big yards. Or do you live where buildings are close together? I live in a community where there are lots of houses, lots of grass, and lots of big yards. I live near a community that has tall buildings. I live near the city of Cincinnati. But if I go into the city, there aren't any yards. It's all concrete and buildings. Cities. A city is a place where many people live and work. Cars, trucks, and buses fill the streets. In some urban areas, tall buildings rise into the sky. Urban area is another name for a city. Buildings are close together in cities. There may be little space for grassy yards. Children play in parks. If you look at this picture, boys and girls, this is an area, an urban area. And these tall buildings are apartment buildings. And the only place that these children have to play would be a park like this. They can't walk out their backyard or their front yard and go into grass. What they walk into is a big street with lots of cars and buses. Cities are different. Not all cities are alike. Not even all parts of one city are alike. Often one part of a city has many office buildings close together. Another part of the city may have a zoo, a river, a park, or a smaller buildings that are farther apart. So you can see the difference between two different types of cities. It says compare business centers in two urban areas. Well, look at this business center. It looks very, very busy. And if you look over here, this looks like a small urban business area. And you can see trees in the back. What things can you see in urban areas? Well, in Cincinnati, boys and girls, what you can see in the urban area is the Ohio River. The Ohio River runs all along the border of Cincinnati, Ohio, and Newport and Covington, Kentucky. I also see in Cincinnati two magnificent football and baseball stadiums for the Cincinnati Bengals, Hooray, and the Cincinnati Reds. Suburbs. Some people live in suburbs. A suburb is a community near a city. Spring Valley is a suburb of San Diego. Spring Valley has many homes like this one. Spring Valley also has apartments and homes like these. Spring Valley is a big suburb. It has a large amount of land and a large number of people too. In some ways, Spring Valley is like a city. With so many people, Spring Valley needs 18 schools. It has many grocery stores, pizza shops, and other businesses. Boys and girls, one of the major differences between Spring Valley and the city of San Diego is Spring Valley does not have the tall buildings that San Diego has. Suburbs depend on cities. Usually a city has more places to work and shop than any of its suburbs has. Many people who live in suburbs depend on the nearby city for jobs. Also, people come to have fun in the city. People from suburbs all around San Diego can visit the famous San Diego Zoo. Visitors also like Old Town. It shows the way San Diego looked long ago. Let's look at this map, boys and girls. The title of the map is San Diego and Spring Valley. Remember what this is called? The compass rose. It tells us the directions, north, east, south, and west. And what is this, boys and girls? The map key. The map key tells us what the symbols mean. It says, find Spring Valley and San Diego. What other suburbs do you see? Well, here is San Diego, and here is Spring Valley. What direction do I have to go to get to Spring Valley from San Diego? I have to go east. What other communities do you see on this map? I see Chula Vista. Chula Vista is south of San Diego and Spring Valley. Compare your community to Spring Valley or San Diego. Well, I live in Bridgetown, Ohio, and Bridgetown, Ohio is smaller than Spring Valley. Bridgetown is a suburb outside of the city of Cincinnati in Ohio, just like Spring Valley is a suburb outside of the city of San Diego. But I can tell that Bridgetown is smaller than Spring Valley because Spring Valley has 18 schools. Bridgetown only has 7. All right, let's go and look at the lesson review. It says, write a sentence that tells 2 ways that an urban area is different from a suburb. Well, remember, boys and girls, I told you that you have to go back into the text to find these answers. Go to the heading, urban area, go to the heading of suburb, and you're going to be able to find the difference between the two. Main idea. What is one way that a suburb depends on a city? Okay, well, right here is the heading, suburbs depend on cities. And if I go here, it says many people who live in suburbs depend on the nearby cities for jobs. Look how I found that answer. I went into the text to find the answer. You can do that for question number 1. Let's extend lesson 3 with a history lesson. A city grows taller. Long ago, New York City was not a city at all. It was a small town. Not far from the center of the town, people farmed the land. They grew vegetables and raised animals. Over the years, more and more people moved to New York. It became a city. In time, the city had a problem. It started to run out of open space. To solve their problem, New Yorkers began to build skyscrapers. These tall buildings could hold many people and businesses. They used little land space. Today, New York has more than 8 million people and many skyscrapers. Talk about it. Why did New York City grow taller? Well, it says right here because it started to run out of open space. To solve their problem, they began to build skyscrapers. Use the word sky and high to write a poem about a city. Skill builder. Let's read a calendar. Cities and suburbs have community events. A calendar can help citizens keep track of events. A calendar is a way of showing time. A calendar shows months, weeks, and days. Learn the skill. Name the month of the year in order. Start with January, then look at the calendar page at the right. What month does it show? All right, let's start. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What month does this calendar show, boys and girls? November. Each row of the calendar shows 1 week. Name the 7 days of the week, start with Sunday. So each row is a week. Okay, let's start and name the days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Every day of the month has a number or date. Find the square with the number 6. The date of that day is November 6th. Let's find 6. Here we go. So this day is November 6th. What day of the week is it? It's a Monday. Find the community event on the first Saturday of the month. What is it? Well, here's the first Saturday, here's the second Saturday, here's the third Saturday, here's the fourth Saturday. What is the community event on the first Saturday of the month? It's the fall fair. Look at this community calendar page, then answer the question. What holiday is on November 11th? Find the 11th. And what holiday is it? Veterans Day. Very good. What day of the week is Thanksgiving? Here's Thanksgiving. What day of the week is it? Thursday. That's the end of our lesson, boys and girls. Worksheets for this lesson are available by contacting me at awesomepossumclassroom@gmail.com. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. New lessons are posted weekly. Work on your growth mindset and remember, all things are difficult before they get easy. Don't forget to visit me at my Teacher Paid Teacher store. Have a great day. Bye-bye.